Hi, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on top ways to reward employees and clients during the holiday season. My name is Leslie Denton, and I lead the gift card products here at Uber for Business, and I'll be one of your presenters today. I have been with Uber a little over a year, and I'm super excited to share more about the ways you can gift this holiday season. As we wait for everyone to sign in, I'm going to start with a little icebreaker. So Teah, I'm going to ask you, what's the best gift you've ever received over the holidays?
That is a fantastic icebreaker. I've gotten a lot of great gifts, but I would have to say that the gift last year from my mom, she got me and my dog matching pajamas that we wore all day long. So I think that was one of the best gifts. It was just very fun to wear on Christmas Day. Very cute. My dog looked adorable. So did I. It was just a great experience. What about you, Leslie?
That's awesome. I'll have to think about that gift this year for my dog. I would say mine would probably be my espresso machine. I'm a big coffee drinker and I drink it daily. So that was probably like the best gift that keeps on giving. So yeah, that's my favorite one for the holiday.
That is a good one. That one definitely does keep on giving, like every single day.
It does. I think we have everyone now. So let's dive in to the topics we're going to go over today. So today, we are going to go over ways you can share the joy this holiday season, gift ideas that make people feel special, connected, and valued, and also how vouchers and gift cards can take the guesswork out of corporate gifts this holiday season. One last thing here that I'll plug is that if you have any questions throughout this webinar, please use the Q&A box on the top left hand of your screen. Submit those questions there at any point during the webinar. We'll try to get through as many of those as we can, and we have time at the end to answer those. But if we don't get to yours, our team will follow up with you via email after today's session ends. All right, so again, my name is Leslie Denton, just to reintroduce myself, and I lead the gift card product here at Uber for Business. And I'm going to pass it to Teah, who is also on my team and a presenter for today's session.
Amazing. Thank you, Leslie. Hi, everyone. My name is Teah Wyman. I lead the vouchers product here at Uber for Business. Super excited to dive into more detail about how vouchers and also gift cards can help during the holidays. But before that, I will pass it right back to Leslie to run through an Uber for Business overview.
Great. Thanks, Teah. All right. So let's start with a quick overview of Uber for Business. So some of you may be wondering, what is Uber for Business? Uber for Business was founded in 2016 and is a platform for managing global rides, eats, meals, local deliveries for companies of any size. We have more than 170,000 customers on the platform, including more than 60% of the Fortune 500. And we found that teams using Uber for Business work more efficiently and feel more control when setting up programs around business travel, customer incentives, employee perks, just to name a few. So today I am most excited to talk about the holiday season and how Uber for Business can help make gifting easier. You know, every year there are staples that happen each holiday season: holiday parties, team events, and client or employee gifting, and marketing promotions, just to name a few. And every year, organizations like yours look to us in Uber for Business for help. And I know that the holidays have changed a bit in the last few years. You know, traditions might have changed, rituals have shifted, but we want to make sure that people feel connected this holiday, however they choose to celebrate. So Uber definitely can help businesses share that joy by bringing people together wherever they are, whether it's virtual, in person, or hybrid. However you're celebrating, we are here to help. You know, it's really about making people feel connected, but also thought of and valued. And that's really important during the holiday season. With vouchers and gift cards, Teah and I are going to talk through it today. Businesses can definitely sprinkle a little bit of that seasonal holiday joy by providing people with the ultimate gift, so they choose the gift that brings them the most joy during the holiday season. Now, let's dive a little bit deeper and discuss some of the gifting use cases in more detail.
Awesome. I will take this one away. So the first one here we'd like to talk about is holiday celebrations. So as Leslie was saying, while we can't fully predict what all celebrations are going to look like this year, whether they'll be virtual, hybrid, or back to in-person, we are actually expecting many events to return to in-person. So think big client dinners, team happy hours, or even large holiday parties back in these big event spaces. That's like personally what I'm hoping for this holiday season. But these celebrations can be stressful. There's a lot of planning involved and a lot of components. But a great way to make sure that any of these in-person events are successful is taking care of transportation for your guests. And that's really where we can come in to help. So the vouchers product with Uber for Business, you can provide rides to and from an event, which can help maximize event attendance, make sure that everybody arrives safely and leaves safely. It can also help you can control costs because you can customize a lot of different things around getting to and from the event, different timing, different geo restrictions. And also it can make expensing really easy and really streamlined after the fact. So let's just say you want to send somebody an Uber trip to and from a specific restaurant at a specific time. That's totally something you can do. So you can have all your teammates meet at one place. You can restrict to a specific restaurant at a specific time of day to really give people that elevated experience, and can be a really great add-on to your events this year. But even transportation aside, let's say your holiday event is going to be hybrid this year or even fully virtual. We can absolutely still help. And we've seen, especially last year, a lot of companies provide Uber Eats vouchers or gift cards to make people feel special and engaged, even if they're at home for the holidays. And it's a really good way to kind of like add that extra zest to your holiday virtual celebrations by providing meals or maybe groceries, just a nice little extra perk for your guests at home. And we saw last year that this was a huge, huge success. But regardless of what you decide, whether it's getting people to an event or treating people to a virtual dinner, it can really save hours on expensing and processing and provide this really unique experience. So Leslie, if you flip to the next slide for us, we can take a look at an example here of a very successful virtual event from last year where a company called Maryline Inc. actually brought their annual holiday party to their employees' homes by providing these virtual meals while they did virtual activities together. And one of the key takeaways from the director of talent development there was that it really made the logistics as easy as possible. All of the expensing and reporting was very easy, and it was very simple for people to use the vouchers, even for the people that hadn't used them before. So the event was super successful. It was a great example, and we're looking forward to having more examples like this year, particularly now going back in person as well. And now I will hand it back to Leslie to talk about employee appreciation.
Great. Thank you, Teah. All right. So employee appreciation. This is another great use case for holiday gifting. With Uber vouchers and gift cards, they are a perfect way to directly engage with your team and say thank you. You know, after a long year, this is the perfect way to send a little thanks to the people on your team or clients, whoever it may be. You can provide them with easy access to meals, rides to the airport or to your holiday event, or just a token appreciation for their great work. This is really an easy way to send thanks, and a very popular use case this time of year, especially for gift cards. Let me pop to the next slide and walk you through this use case in action. All right, so here we have a great example of a company that leveraged Uber for Business to support their employees that are working remotely and offered them a $100 monthly stipend for Uber Eats. This has been a really impactful use case for the company and their clients and their employees, and have enjoyed using the credit to support local restaurants while also engaging with colleagues during virtual team lunches. So this is a perfect use case for the holiday if you really want to gift to your team and share that joy throughout the holiday season. Teah, I'll pass it back to you for the last use case here.
Thanks, Leslie. So Uber vouchers and gift cards are not just an amazing way, as Leslie was saying, to engage with your employees, but also a super unique and exciting way to engage with your customers this holiday season. So we've seen this play out in a lot of different ways, but some of them are showing appreciation for those loyal customers and clients. So giving them some sort of end of year gift. Can really help you stand out at the end of the holiday season, and just really make people feel special about your brand. We've also seen holiday marketing promotions with Uber as an incentive to drive holiday sales. So some sort of gift with purchase, which we've seen be very exciting, or even just some sort of like brand awareness campaigns, where somebody can receive an Uber voucher for just engaging with the brand. And lastly, we've seen here driving foot traffic into your stores to increase those holiday in-store sales. So we can help with all of these different things. And we know that it can be super difficult to stand out amongst other brands, especially during the holiday season where there are a ton of marketing promotions going on. Lots of people are buying things, but Uber can actually be a really unique differentiator here, and companies can leverage the power of the Uber brand to reach new customers. So we see a lot of these partnerships where they, again, are given as a gift with purchase and act as this more unique discount than that traditional percent off that brands might give during the holiday season. Also in that like recurring benefit space, so giving it to customers that purchase again and again, right? Like reward those loyal customers and clients and make them feel really special this holiday season. And then lastly, we see it also as a great tool for sales teams during the end of the year that want to engage with their clients. So sending a nice voucher or gift card to just say thanks for a great year with your client, we see that as well. But really, regardless of what your plans are to engage with any of your customers or clients this holiday, I am sure we can help. And if you flip, Leslie, to the next slide, I can show you an example of this in action. So we have a great example here of Samsung Canada that partnered with Uber for Business to actually increase their mobile device sales. So they offered an Uber voucher with purchase of a Samsung Galaxy device, and it actually boosted sales by 20%. So a really, really powerful tool to acquire new customers and a really unique way for your brand to really stand out, especially during this holiday season. And with that, I will pop into this next section here, just wanting to kind of give a little bit more inspiration on key times to share the joy this year. So we all obviously think about Christmas and New Year's when we think about the holidays, but there are some other fun, different events going on from now until the end of the year that I think we can ground ourselves in to really share the joy on more occasions. So the first one here is the World Cup. This could be a great time to get your teams together for some morale building, to watch the games together, and you can help everybody get there by providing a ride to maybe a watch party, go to a restaurant to watch the game together. There's a lot of fun things that you can do around this event, and a great team building activity. Then next here we have Thanksgiving. This can be a really great opportunity to say thank you to your employees and customers. So you can think about giving the gift of groceries before cooking a big Thanksgiving meal, or maybe even some game day snacks as people are watching the football games. And then next here we have Black Friday and Cyber Monday. This is really for the engaging with your customers piece. You can start to stand out amongst all these competitors. Think about how much is going on during this time with Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. What a great way to like show a little bit something extra to customers by providing, let's say, a voucher or a gift card instead of that traditional percent off. And then lastly, of course, we have Christmas and New Year's. Two great times to say thank you for a great year to both employees and customers. Great. And then if you flip to the last slide, these are really just some gifting guidelines that we've put together to just show, how to give that more personal touch and knowing, what these values really correspond to. So let's say a $5 Uber voucher or gift card really correlates to the covering of delivery and fees. So maybe you just want to give that small gift, kind of remove the barrier for somebody to order something. You just want to cover those fees, and then they can take care of the rest. $10 would get maybe a coffee or a snack. $15 looking at breakfast or some sort of fast food meal. $25 would be a great denomination for lunch. And then lastly, dinner or a fully covered ride, we're looking around $30 to $50. So you can really, this should really just help translate what's best for you so you can make the decision on how to gift this year. Awesome. And now I will pass it back to Leslie.
All right. Thanks, Teah. Let's dive deeper into the ways Uber products can help your business throughout the holiday season. Uber for Business offers both vouchers and gift cards that provides credits for rides, meals, and are a great way to provide a unique gift to customers and employees throughout the holiday. With gift cards, organizations pay for their codes up front, and the recipient can control how and when they use the gift card. You can think of this as a true gift, and the recipient can choose how and when to use the gift card code. Vouchers, on the other hand, empower organizations to distribute Uber credit to recipients and set controls. So, for example, controls like expiration dates, location restrictions, and limits around the time the credit can be used. Those are just some of the restrictions and controls you guys can set. Let's jump onto the next slide to learn a little bit more on both of these products. All right, with gift cards can be used towards anything in the Uber ecosystem. So that's rides, bikes, eats, anything. And the beauty is that they don't expire. The digital codes can be sent virtually by text or email, however you choose to send them to your recipients, and redeemed quickly in-app and online with just a few quick taps. Uber gift cards can be configured in multiple denominations. So like Teah shared on a few slides back, however you want to gift for the holiday, whether it be a meal, a team event, a ride to and from the airport, whatever it is, we can configure those for you, and you're able to purchase and redeem them in many global currencies. Let me pass it quickly to Teah to share more on the vouchers product.
Great. So with vouchers, as Leslie was saying, you can send Uber credit for rides or meal orders and actually only pay for the amount that gets used. So one of the biggest benefits to vouchers, I would say. So this means you can easily gift a ride to the airport or to visit a loved one, or maybe an edible treat to be delivered during one of those virtual holiday parties. And you actually don't have to pay unless somebody ends up using it. So a lot of the times, you'll gift something to someone and it just kind of sits there. They don't end up using it. The gift went a long way, but if they don't use it, then you don't actually pay for it. So it's a really low risk way to end up gifting this year. Vouchers are also completely customizable. So you can choose how and where people spend this credit, and you can restrict them by as little as or as much as you'd like. So you could leave it very open-ended, just send that Uber credit and they can use it on whatever they want. Or you could say, I just want you to go to this one place at this time of day, and really restrict their usage there. They're also extremely simple to send to others with a lot of options for distribution. And it's even easier for recipients to just claim right within their app and just redeem as they go about ordering or requesting a ride. And then lastly, you can track redemptions and learn a lot more about how your gift is being used. So you get those insights to make sure that your next effort is even more successful. So constantly iterating and getting that data as well. Leslie, if you flip to the next slide, we can talk about what's really best for you, right? These are very similar on the surface, but both are a great way to provide an experience with Uber to guests. But there's some key differences. So the first, again, gift cards are paid for all up front, while vouchers are paid for after and only for what is used. Second, gift cards never expire, while with vouchers, you can set that expiration date to be whatever you want within 1 year. And then lastly here with gift cards, again, they are a true gift. You won't have control over how and when people use the gift card. But with vouchers, there are many customizations: expiration date, location, and day and time. So you can really play around with how you customize your campaigns. And then I'll pass it back to Leslie to wrap us up.
Great. Thank you, Teah. So we've covered a lot of great topics today, but in summary, here are the key takeaways and what you should remember from this webinar. 1, Uber for Business can support your holidays wherever your team is located, whether that's hybrid, in person, or a bit of both. There are also a wide range of use cases to gift from this holiday season, like holiday celebrations, employee appreciation, and customer engagement, to name a few. And lastly, Uber vouchers and gift cards are a simple solution to help businesses share the joy this holiday season. Now, I think we're starting to get some questions in, so let's open it up for Q&A. All right, remember, look for the Q&A icon at the bottom of your screen. All right, we got first question coming in. All right, question is, what is the best voucher or gift card denomination to give my clients or employees? To answer your question, this one is really depending on the use case. So we do lean towards $20 to $30 if you're looking for a team lunch or dinner. Really up to you depending on the use case, but we tend to lean towards the $20 to $30 amount. Great. All right. Next one is, my team is planning an in-person event. Do you offer physical gift cards to include in a thank you bag? So yes, we do offer physical gift cards, but only in the US right now. So they are only available to US teams and in USD. They are shipped inactive for security purposes. So when you order them, the point of contact that places the order, they will just need to notify us once they've received them, and then we will activate them once they're ready for use, just to make sure nobody's getting your codes before you receive them. All right, Teah, do you see, or you can take this next one.
So this next one here is, what type of reporting is available to understand how the recipients are using their vouchers or gift cards? So as we talked about, we do offer some reporting for vouchers and gift cards. On the voucher side, you'll be able to see how many people have claimed the vouchers and also how many people have redeemed them right through your dashboard. But for both products, we actually can offer some specialized reporting where you can start to understand on the aggregate, what type of restaurants people have been ordering from, and also different types of locations that people are in, just worldwide, obviously on the aggregate level. But sales can provide some more support once you get those campaigns set up, so you can dive into more detail there. Okay, great. And then one more question here. How would I send the vouchers to my guests? So you can actually send vouchers directly through the Uber for Business dashboard by uploading emails or phone numbers of your guests. But alternatively, you also have the option to download a link or a code and distribute that code to your guests in any method you would like. So through your own email, you can give it to them in person. There's lots of different ways. We're very flexible with distribution.
Great. I think that's all the time we have for today. Yes. So thank you everyone who joined. We're so happy you joined us to learn more about holiday and how Uber can be there for all your gifting needs. If you want to learn more about Uber for Business, you can visit the uber.com/business website, or you can also contact our team for a custom demo if you want to move forward and talk to a representative from there. But thank you everyone for joining, and we look forward to the ways you plan on gifting this holiday season with Uber.
Thanks, everyone.